What is going on, you guys? It is Justin back here with another video, and today we are going to be looking at Spirit Halloween's 2025 animatronics. So without further ado, let's get right into this. So yeah, guys, I kind of just wanted to do something a little different this year. Obviously, every year we get new animatronics, but I was scrolling through Spirit Halloween's website the other day, and I seen they give their animatronics some like backstories, which I didn't know. So I thought it would be fun to go through, look at the new reveals, and talk about their backstories. So starting off, we have the Terrifier 3 Art the Clown. This right here says, "You better not shout, you better not cry. Make it a very terrifying Halloween with this officially licensed animatronic from Damien Leone's iconic horror film series. This Art the Clown Santa Claus is the perfect way to spread Christmas fear all year round. Come watch him alive with sweeping side-to-side torso movement and blood-soaked appearance inspired by Terrifier 3. His arm waves back and forth as authentic audio from Terrifier 3 fills the air. This bloody killer Santa even includes a pair of removable Christmas tree sunglasses." So I thought that was very cool that you get an option to put the Christmas tree sunglasses on. I know that's probably going to be a big thing this year, is Art the Clown with the Christmas tree glasses. But yeah, continuing on. This one is says this one's name is Bonnie. So it says, "Most of us know the old rhyme. Step on a crack, break your mother's back. Bonnie was once a little human who loved to play this game, avoiding the cracks, until one day she decided to walk on them deliberately and defiantly. As she stomped on the second crack, Bonnie's back immediately snapped and made a hideous cracking sounds. She lost control of her limbs and suddenly became ravenous for blood. She passed a nearby glass window and was mortified that she had turned into a vampire. Sharpened teeth, no heartbeat, even her fingernails seemed to have suddenly lengthened in mere seconds. If you happen to see Bonnie stomping on the sidewalk cracks, don't make eye contact. She will hypnotize you to satisfy her bloodthirst. There's no sneaking around when it comes to backbend Bonnie. Sure, she doesn't have eyes on the back of her head, but she can catch you lurking from behind just one sickening crack of her spine. Bonnie stands 5 foot tall, with upper body that slowly bends backward to reveal a contorted, frightening figure. Feel your blood run cold as her maniacal laughter and wild screams assail you, but don't let her catch a whiff of it." So yeah, that's actually very cool. I did not know that. So this is something I'm gonna start doing year round, and I am gonna have to slide over to the other side occasionally, because I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know these animatronics names. I'm learning them as we go, just like you guys are. So yeah, let's continue on. This one right here, it looks very cool. His name is, let's see, I believe it's just Electrified Corpse. So it's can't stop, won't stop. Shaking violently all over, that is. The electrified corpse wasn't always a corpse. He was once a local electrician, commissioned to restore power to the third rail in the New York City subway station. During an unusual power outage, what happened to him there was a real shocker. Just as he was repairing the last line, there was a snapping crackle of high voltage. The electrician was powerless to release himself as thousands of volts ran through his body, causing him to convulse violently, as his bottom half was scorched and ripped right off. He remains connected to the live wires to this day. If you hop on the 6 train and hear his agonizing screams, don't get too close, or he will pull you into the current. And then that just explains, like, oh, you can put this out in your front yard or whatever. But, yeah, very cool. I'm really liking this. This is, like I said, something I will be doing every year now. This one is, well, looks very cool. I don't like rats, but, yeah. This is called The Mutant Sewer Rat Stalks the Dark. Dank underbelly of the city, searching for fresh blood, with a pack of mutant creatures traveling to the dark depths of the subway tunnels. When the sun goes down at a menacing height for a species, The mutant sewer rat crouches in the shadows until he spots the perfect snack. When he smells human flesh, his eyes glow yellow in anticipation, and he emits a loud hissing noise to alert his friends that dinner is about to be served. If you could find yourself traveling alone after dark, keep an eye out, or you will become this rat's next meal. Very cool. I really like that. And this says that his head will move from side to side, and his mouth opens as he gets ready for his next meal. His terrifying light-up yellow LED lights are the last thing you'll see before he begins his feast. Very cool. I like that. Now, this guy is the one I've been interested in. This clown looks very cool. His name is, let's see if I can find it in here. Doesn't look like there is one. This says, this creepy clown comes bearing a special gift made just for you. When Monkey Business was a young clown in training, his name's Monkey Business, a pack of wild monkeys escaped the circus and crashed a party he was performing at. The monkeys stole his spotlight and made the kids laugh for hours. Encouraged by their reaction, he took monkeying around to a new level and kidnapped a monkey for his own comedy routine. Dare to open his box, you'll find yourself face to face with his angry assistant. The monkey in the box is no joke. He's a hungry hostage that's ready to join the party. When you see his glowing eyes and hear his loud screams, you had better hope you can close the lid before he makes this great escape. Very cool. Monkey Business and the Two-Faced Clown are the ones I've been very interested in seeing this year. So yeah, let's continue on. This guy right here, I believe his name is Bullseye. I could be wrong. Yep. This says, Bullseye was a carnival clown just getting off from his shift when he heard a high-pitched whirring noise coming from the tattered target board in the woods, riddled with holes spinning very slowly as if by an unseen force. The target mesmerized him. Bullseye was so hypnotized, he tripped over a tree root and fell straight into a target. An icy dread crept up his spine and his head began to spin in circles. He tried everything to get the board off, including shouting at it and gouging it with knives, but nothing worked. If you hear his cries, don't heed his call. He will always challenge you to a deadly game of knives, and he always wins. Says, what about a game of darts? Just be warned, this board hits back, and boy, can he aim. It says, Bullseye is a whole lot of talk, but he gets range of his killer aim, and you'll see that he's not clowning around. His head will spin 360, going round and round like the taunts he throws your way. Very cool. Now, this one is interesting. I do believe this is one that is coming back. I don't know. I thought I seen another Spirit Halloween YouTuber say that, but let's continue on. This says, born a demon from the fiery pits of Hades, and the abandoned to wander purgatory on his own. The fire demon's rage increased with every century he spent in exile. Eventually, after he finally escaped, he emerged to take his own revenge on anyone who might have the misfortune to run into his twisted horns. It is said that just one breath from the 7-foot monster could burn down an entire town. If you are lucky enough to escape his wrath, you certainly won't live to tell the tale. When you saw the demon reveal his face and drag you into the dark abyss. Conjured from the scorching depths of damnation, the fire demon's menacing frame towers at 6'10" tall. Do not let his tattered cloak-swathed visage fool you. This demon lifts his horned skeletal head, revealing the hellish flames within to those foolish enough to confront him. Try to resist the striking orange glow of his head and torso, to block out his sinister cries of despair and darkness. These efforts crumble to the ash in the face of your impending fiery demise. Those who dare to face him know that the cries are not threats, but a mere taste of what awaits. Your soul is his before you can even muster a single word. It will burn at his, I believe it says, command before you can even smell the smoke. Now this one, it looks funny. Says Twisted Grandma was a kind, elderly woman who baked cookies for the neighborhood children. But on one foggy Halloween Eve, her porch emanated an eerie glow, and there was a loud, shrieking voice. Two passing children decided to see what was going on, and just as they got close, Twisted Grandma appeared, cackling hysterically. She lunged at the children, trying to pull them into her house, whispering, "Come closer, little one. Granny just wants to kill. Kiss you goodnight." While she contorted with her head spinning completely around. Fortunately, those kids got away, ran home and told their parents. The police were called to check on Twisted Granny, and when they arrived, there were no signs of her and the house is empty. Was Twisted Granny in an apparition, or is she roaming the neighborhood looking to prey on unsuspecting children? Excuse me. It continues on to say, "You're always welcome at Twisted Granny's house, but you can never leave. She stands at 5 foot and 8 inches. And this says, this Grim Granny animatronic features light-up orange LED eyes and 3 chilling phrases with demonic laughter that will undoubtedly send chills down your spine." This one looks very interesting. Well, I believe it's like a ghoul or a crypt keeper or something. I don't know. This says, unlike other legendary monsters, the Crypt Countess was not conjured up by a mythical being or made into a cursed creature by a mad scientist. She was a midwife with a sour demeanor and unfortunately menacing 7-foot frame that scared the local villagers. After being taunted and tormented by her neighbors about her unnatural size, an evil priest tricked Crypt Countess into visiting the catacombs where he buried her alive. Centuries later, a tour group visiting her scenic European village unknowingly trampled over her bones. Upset by the rude awakening, she vowed to torment anyone who disturbs her crypt. Be careful if you visit the catacombs. You'll have to scramble into your own tomb before she catches you. After a rude awakening, Crypt Countess is ready to be put on display in your home this Halloween. This animatronic will tower over guests with her 7-foot fall frame. Her upper body features fluid body movements and a realistic shaking motions upon activation. With a moving mouth that opens and closes, she can also spew various screaming and moaning noises along with her signature voice lines. Make eye contact with her glowing yellow LED lights and you'll surely become her next target. She looks very cool and I can't wait to check her out. This is the one that I've been really interested in. I believe the name is the Twins. Could be wrong. Nope. Headcase Harry wasn't always a threatening two-headed monster. He and his brother were once good-natured carnival clown act who performed tricks and delighted children with playful antics, until one day at a carnival appearance, a not-so-nice bully threw a brick at them and hit them both right in their heads, which awakened an angry alter ego named Harry. Harry no longer inspired joy like the brothers once did. Harry transformed into a menacing monster clown, looking to add to your head to his collection. Don't be fooled by his sweet smile and handful of candy. Headcase Harry uses sweet treats to lure you in right before he brings down the knife. This terrifying twin-headed clown is not joking around this Halloween. He stands at 6 foot 2 inches, and he is a dreadful duo that is ready for a fight, with a head and arm that move side to side and a pair of yellow LED light-up eyes. Once you hear his terrifying laugh, creepy carnival music, and one of his various voice lines, you'll know that you're becoming his newest addition to the collection. Now, I can't wait to see him either. I always love the clowns they do. I don't know what it is for clowns. They just scare the crap out of me, but I love being scared, so I'd love seeing this stuff. Next up, we have the Scarecrow. Says the sinister straw man once grew food fit for kings and queens. Now he guards a wicked apple tree that bears deceitful fruit. The apple looks delicious, but one bite and rotten maggot-infested fruit will stop your heart forever. It wasn't always like this. But this humble farmer let his greed get the best of him when a warlock came along offering to pay double what his land was worth. The warlock's deal was a test, and when the farmer failed, it tainted his soul and everything he cared for, including his beloved groves of trees. Now the sinister straw man only has the crows to keep him company, and quickly springs up near the treetops, hoping to scare anyone away who dares step foot upon his land. Trust us, the sinister straw man is not your regular old scarecrow. Trespass on his grounds, and his menacing eyes will begin to glow with orange LEDs exposing his inner evil. Just when you think you can get away, this terrifying animatronic springs forward and rises from 5 feet 11 inches to a towering 9 feet 5 inches, making his wrath inescapable. A tortured soul, the sinister strawman speaks 3 nightmarish phrases and makes laughing noises as he searches for his next victim. Excuse me. Whatever you do, don't bite the apple. It might just be your last. Now, I know this guy is going to scare the crap out of me in the store because I hate the ones that jump out at you because I never see it coming even though I know it's coming. This one right here looks like it's just a burnt owl. Says recently there have been rumors that ominous night owl has returned, silently attacking anyone who dares cross its path. Legend says if you gaze upon its towering 6-foot frame, arresting stare, and protruding black eyes, the next thing you feel is a razor-sharp beak and needle-like talons digging into your flesh. Your only warning is the sound of its flapping wings, but be very afraid because the night owl can find you. Even in the pitch black of night, swiveling its head around to catch its prey, be careful when walking alone in the cool autumn evenings. Dawn, because once you hear the night owl screech, it's already too late. This 6-foot-tall night owl lets out spine-chilling screeching noises as its massive 5 feet 4 inches wingspan opens wide to capture its next victim. When you see its glowing red eyes approaching, you'd better start running. A gigantic wings move back and forth as it prepares to take flight, clutching you in its deadly grasp. This one right here looks very interesting to me as well. I wonder if it's not just a kind of sponsored one because he just has a whole bunch of Butterfingers in his bowl. But this says, come one, come all, and get your delicious Halloween candy. Trick or treat, Pete excitedly shouts to anyone who will listen. With his classic clown appearance, a large candy bowl, and a playful retching audio, this clown seems comical at first glance. But don't be fooled by his jovial appearance, because if you get too close, he has no intention of offering you yummy treats. He would rather play a dirty trick on you. Nothing brings Pete more excitement than reeling you in with his bowl of tempting candy treats, only to turn them into regurgitated tricks. However, if you befriend him, he may just let you record a few lines for his next routine. Will you get a trick or treat this Halloween? Put the trick or treat Pete animatronic on display and try your luck. At 5 foot 4 inches, this is a one-of-a-kind animatronic that is full of wacky surprises. Store your favorite candy inside of his hat that features a 7-part rotating compartment that upon activation dispenses peace from his mouth. Oh, that's cool. Pete plays carnival music, makes retching noises, and can play your own sounds by using the built-in Bluetooth technology. That is awesome. You know, I was thinking the Harry thing was going to be my favorite one, but this is actually pretty cool. I can't wait to see this in person. That is cool. And obviously we have the main man himself, Jack the Reaper. This says, although the modern lore of Jack the Reaper began in the 1980s, his story dates back centuries with dreaded warnings scratched in the dark corners of rooms claimed to be haunted in the ramblings of men, certain they had seen death itself. Some claim he's the devil's right hand, some a relic of the damned, some the thing underneath your bed, and others worship him as the embodiment of all things Halloween. There are claims that he bested the king of demons in a game of chance to harness his power, and now Jack can see every soul's worst fear with his glowing red eye. However, one thing we know is true. If the sky begins to glow orange, the sound of bats swirl around your ears, and you hear Jack's voice, best you best have your affairs in order, because you won't be long for this world or the next. Jack the Reaper stands at 7 feet 6 inches tall and is the ideal animatronic for lovers of all things Halloween. Equipped with a signature scythe and motion tracking sensor. Oh, I love the motion tracking sensors. That's going to be cool. You are frozen in shock as his arm and head follows your every movement. His moving mouth is able to speak up 3 different voice lines and make winged and bat noises upon activation. That is very cool. And I also believe this is the first animatronic Jack the Reaper has. Correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments below, but I do believe it's his first. And that is going to be it for you guys. Now, me personally, I had fun doing this. I don't know if you guys had fun listening to me read it, but I kind of want to blame you if you didn't. But yeah, let me know which one of your animatronics was your favorite. Mine personally has to be that little clown that pukes out the candy. I didn't know he did that. That is really cool, and especially with the Bluetooth, being able to play your own music, that is very cool. But yeah, let me know your favorite down in the comments below. As always, you guys, stay groovy, stay safe, you keep your people safe, remember God is good all the time. It has been Justin, and I'm out. Peace.